Okay, let's dive right in. Today, we're breaking down this invisible system that keeps so many people feeling financially stuck. It's a system that's not really designed to make you poor, but to keep you in this state of comfortable stagnation, where you're always treading water, but never really getting ahead.
This quote right here, man, it just nails it, doesn't it? It's not about being in poverty. It's about this very specific kind of financial trap that feels like you're making progress. But in reality, you're just on a hamster wheel. You've got a decent life, sure, but no real way out.
So, why is this feeling so incredibly common? You get the promotion, you finally get that raise, you upgrade your apartment. But that feeling of financial freedom, it feels just as far away as it was before. What is actually going on here? Well, the answer is that you're operating inside a box, an invisible system with four very specific walls designed to keep you right where you are. And in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you the design of that box. Because look, once you can actually see the walls, you can finally find the way out. All right, let's talk about trap number one. This is the first wall of the box, and it's called the income illusion. And really, it all starts with how we're fundamentally trained to think about making money from day one. I mean, think about it for a second. From school onwards, the entire structure is designed to do one thing: make you a good employee. It teaches you to be reliable, to follow instructions, and to fit neatly into systems that other people have already built. You're being trained to be an earner, not a creator. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The earner path is all about participation. You're trading your time for a salary, you're hoping for raises. It feels like you're moving up, but structurally, the game hasn't changed. The owner path, though, is totally different. It's all about accumulation, building assets and equity that grow on their own. And this leads us right into something called the comfort cage. The system works so well because a stable paycheck feels safe, right? It's predictable. That comfort is real, but it's also the very thing that numbs you to the fact that you're just generating value for someone else while building no real equity for yourself. And that comfort cage is reinforced by the second trap, the consumerism cycle. This is the part of the system that's designed to make sure any extra cash you earn gets absorbed before it can ever become real wealth. This loop is it's engineered perfectly. You earn more, and the world immediately offers you a slightly better version of your current life. A nicer car, a better phone, more convenient services. These upgrades feel normal, not extravagant. And that is the whole trick. Your expenses just rise to meet your new income, and you're right back at square one, just with nicer stuff. So, the crucial point is this: your extra cash, that surplus you get from a raise, is the target. Companies are in a constant, all-out race to capture it through subscriptions, financing, and algorithms that push you towards purchases you think you discovered yourself. Just take a second and think about this. Can you even name all of them? You see, the system doesn't need you to spend recklessly. It just needs you to spend tiny amounts, predictably, forever. These little micro-extractions drain away the fuel you need to build assets. But it's not just about what you spend. Once that surplus is gone, the system hits you with the third wall of the box, the tax disadvantage. Here's the core logic all in one sentence. The tax system is designed to lean most heavily on the group that is the easiest to tax. Labor, your job, is geographically fixed. You can't just move your job to another country tomorrow. But capital, that can move instantly. And this illustrates the two different rulebooks perfectly. Earned income from a salary is perfectly visible. Your employer reports it, taxes are withheld automatically, and it's nearly impossible to hide. But owner income from investments or businesses is flexible. Owners can decide when to take income, how to classify it, and where to hold it. The system taxes the predictable, stable base, the earner, the most aggressively. This brings us to the fourth and final wall of the box: the systematic consumption of your most precious, non-renewable resource, your time. This is such a critical insight. Modern work is often designed around hours, not output. That's why you can finish your tasks by 2 p.m., but still have to stay until 5. The company bought your time, your presence. Add in commutes, endless meetings, and administrative noise, and your day is just gone. And this chart just shows the brutal reality. After work, commuting, chores, and sleep, what's left? A tiny sliver of time, maybe 2%, to actually build something for yourself, to learn a skill, start a project, or think strategically. You're left with no energy to change your circumstances. And this is a concept called time poverty. People think they're trapped by a lack of money, but often the real trap is a lack of time and energy. Time poverty steals the very resource you need to move out of the system's default path. So we've seen the four walls of the box, but here's the most important part. The moment you understand the design, the game changes completely. You can start seeing the way out.
The entire system, all four traps, relies on you moving through it unconsciously, on autopilot. But once you become aware of how each trap works, you can start making conscious decisions to counteract them.
This is how you flip the script. Your income is no longer just for participation. It's a tool to buy assets. Your spending is no longer a default. It's a deliberate choice. Taxes aren't just a punishment. They're a system with rules you can learn. And your time, it becomes the most critical asset you protect and invest.
And ultimately, this is the key takeaway. It's not about dropping out or escaping society. It's about changing your role within it, shifting from a passive participant whose role is to keep the machine running to an active strategist who uses the system to build their own freedom.
So now you see the design of the box. You see the four walls that keep people comfortably broke. The only question left is, what's your first move to start playing a different game?